This is a question that most people would want to know, and it has been reacted upon quite often. People who are coming from Uganda, they are not allowed to come to UAE. As per now, we are on suspension. So guys would love to know, can someone travel from Uganda right now to UAE, and how? If you can give them a simple tip, and then we close up.
I may say, as Speed Express, we have many encumbrances in terms of when it comes to such kind of situations. Uganda is locked. It has been 90% of our business is Uganda. Actually 90% is coming from Uganda. Then another percentage is coming from other countries. Locking Uganda, it has hampered our business. If I may say, Ugandans are still entering in UAE as long as they enter from other countries. Some are coming from Kenya, others are coming from Rwanda, others are coming from, if you're coming from Saudi Arabia, they can enter. Even if you're coming from Oman, those ones in Oman, they can come. Ugandans are still open, the visas is still open.
Welcome to DXB One-on-One Yondavan podcast in UAE. I'm your host Zach Maya, and today we are in the studios of Speed Express Tours. We are going to be interviewing the managing director, and we are going to be knowing the story of him, how he becomes the managing director of this big brand that has become viral in UAE when it comes to making visas and tickets and tourism around Dubai. So today, I would love to thank the guys who keep it locked to the channel. The channel is Vibes UG on Facebook, Vibes UG on YouTube. The guys who have subscribed on YouTube, you're doing a very great job. And the guys who haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I'm looking to having 1,000 subscribers. Once I hit 1,000 subscribers, the channel is going to get monetized. We bring you influential people, we bring you people who have great stories to tell, and we bring you people who have additional value for you guys to model from. For example, like the person I'm having today in the studio, he's someone who came to UAE and he is living a good life, because most of the people who come in UAE, they think that they are only doing waitress job, cleaning job, but we have people who are doing corporate jobs. For example, the managing director that I'm having right now in the studio. So today we are going to be knowing a few things about him, and we'll be digging deep to know his life. How did he come to UAE? Why did he decide to come to UAE? And how did he end up in the position that he is in right now as the managing director of Speed Express? So we'll go straight to the question. Who is Mr. Albert?
Thank you so much, Mr. Zach, from Vibes UG. Vibes UG. Thank you so much. My name is Albert Gafayo. I hail from Uganda, in the western part of Uganda. I came here in 2012. Now it's now 13 years. It's now 9 years down the road. My position here, as of now, I'm a managing director of Speed Express Tours and Travel. Actually, it's a group of companies. If I may say, we have Speed Express Tours and Travel, we have Speed Express Commercial Brokerage, and at the same time, we are also having Speed Express Delivery. This is a big group in terms of, I may say, we see it big because we have come a long journey, far from where we never expected, although that's where we've been targeting. And that's where our aim is, and our mission is big, and my vision is so big that we are seeing ourselves growing bigger than we are.
Is the managing director of Speed Express, like he has given you that brief background, but we want to know the nitty details of why did he decide to come to Dubai. There is also a myth that says guys who come from Western, you already have it all in Uganda. So why did you decide to come to UAE?
Most especially, actually, that's a wrong perception.
I know.
Although that's what most of the guys think, that people from West
they are really doing good.
Yeah, they're doing good, but that's not the fact. Actually, the most reason why I came to UAE, it was looking for greener pastures. According to my expectation, I thought that it I was going for doing more odd jobs than white collar jobs. Although it hasn't been easy to maneuver through from the positions that have been where I have been. I came in 2012. I kept looking for a job. That means I was looking for any job that I could land on. But fortunately, I landed in a job whereby I started as a sales associate, working in with Debenhams. I worked there for 2.5 years. Then from that time, that's when I joined one, it's called Aldahab Exchange. Aldahab Exchange as a senior marketing executive. I worked for them 3 years, which as in, it kept me growing in terms of, because my role was marketing, so I put a price on myself to reach where I want to be. So in 2000, I worked for them for 3 years. That is Aldahab Exchange. And then from Aldahab Exchange, working with Aldahab Exchange, it marketed me so much in that these the banks in Uganda came to know about what I was doing, and knowing that I was doing a great job, and I was having so many links with Ugandans who are in UAE. So I tried to pull the market for the banks so that they can have also clients, and also those clients who were craving for the services for the Ugandans living in UAE. While I was working with Aldahab Exchange, I kept on working on my dream. My dream was to see that I should be employed. Most of the guys, let it be Ugandans, let it be anyone else, they think employing yourself, it's not easy, and most especially when you go to countries, when you go to outside countries. Indeed, it's not easy. It's however, you have to work for it. You have to work a lot for it. So it's I worked a lot for it, starting in 2014. That's when I started working on the brand Speed Express.
Okay, as a manager, before we reach to brand Speed Express, I would love to know, how would you transit from being a sales associate into banking? Because these are two different entities. For example, if I'm doing sales and I'm in sales of, let me say it's a boutique or it's a fashion house. So how did you have the dream of transiting from selling clothes into banking?
Actually, majorly, I may say it's an art, or it's an art that it's within me, that selling is within me, and sales and marketing, they move along together. So I was a salesman, and at the same time I loved marketing. That's the reason how I landed in the marketing job, a senior marketing job in Aldahab Exchange. Then from Aldahab Exchange, I moved with Instant Cash, one of the biggest companies, remittance companies here in UAE and even across the globe. It's actually, it does remittances across the world, and it's a semi-government company. So with this company's Instant Cash, it also helped me to get more experience in sales, since I was moving from, I kept on touring the whole of UAE. I'm in Abu Dhabi, I'm in Dubai, I'm in Ras Al Khaimah. I used to move across the UAE simply because as I was the senior marketing executive, that means I have to move around the whole of UAE, and it helped me to also develop my brand. So I used to work along with, so that along with my dream, as in kind of, I used to work with Aldahab Exchange, and at the same time pursue with the trend that would go on, as in market also my brand. Because my main aim was looking at, is Speed Express gonna work? And I knew it would work. So in 2019, we started, in 2014, that's when we started Speed Express. We started doing visas. by doing visas. I started freelancing visas. In 2014, we opened an office in Abu Dhabi because actually that's where our major office is. And then still I was working with with Al Dahab Exchange. From Al Dahab Exchange, I've moved to Instant Cash. Still
So you opened Speed Express started when we are still working with Al Dahab Shield and Instant.
Exactly.
Okay, and another question I wanted to ask you, manager. Between these two companies, Al Dahab and Instant Cash, these companies spotted you or you applied to these companies?
If I may say, if I must say, I love marketing and I love selling. And as long as, guys, you put a price tag on yourself, when you give yourself a price tag and when you love what you're doing, because most of us do jobs and we don't love them. As long as, because here in UAE, it's different from other countries in terms of it favors you to do what you feel you can earn from, or to do what you can have more experience in, or what you have experience in than what you learned. Because you find in most cases that people in our countries, we study, what we study is not what we do here.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so that's the biggest benefit for guys who are here in UAE. Yeah. So it helped me to do marketing, to do selling, and then at the same time to also focus on my dream.
Let's first focus, before we get to Speed Express, we focus on Al Dahab Shield. You said you worked for Al Dahab for how many years?
I worked for 2.5 years. 2.5 years.
And the first job you worked there for how many years?
That actually, I worked for 3 years in Al Dahab Exchange.
Okay.
2.5 years with Debenhams.
And for Instant Cash?
For Instant Cash, I worked 1 year.
1 year.
Yeah.
So in total, I think it equates to around 6 years.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so
like 6.5 years.
What do you have to say about, for example, if you look at where the manager is right now, it has been a long journey. But in explanation, it looks as if it happened yesterday, because the explanation makes it a bit shorter. But if you look at the actual years, 6 years. So what do you have to say about the youth who come and they want things to happen there and then? For example, I come to Dubai now, I get a sales associate job, and then I want to be like you in the following next year.
What I must advise the youth, patience matters. Actually, patience is the key to success, I may say. If you become patient and you become focused, if you be patient and you become focused on what you're doing and on what you want, it's easier for you to manage your life. Otherwise, if you want things to get there, to get quicker than the way how things are moving, you're most likely to crash. So I must tell the youth that everything is possible. Everything is possible as long as you set your goals. Because if I may give an example, we have colleagues here. It's not because they need, but we have colleagues who have stayed in UAE doing the same job for more than 10 years, more than 20 years.
Yes.
Just simply because for them they feel comfortable where they are.
That's
what
true.
I must tell you guys, it's good to be dynamic, and it's good to be to diversify.
Okay.
Because if you think where you are, you're comfortable, you will not. If you put yourself that you're comfortable where you're seated, you will not move from there. So I'm advising guys, be patient, focus where you're going, and you will reach there.
Yeah, that's true. So like the manager said, it's really true. If you're patient in whatever you're doing, I think it scores a lot in the later end. But manager, I would also want to know, when you were coming to Dubai, did you the reality that you met here, was it the expectations that you had?
Actually, life changed. The reason being, according to actually our local dialect, which says ngenze kucheyo. You know, like I've gone to abroad to do the odd jobs.
Yeah.
It's actually now turns to be different. It doesn't mean that we have a lot, or we have a lot from home that we bring here to see ourselves where we are. But it's because we work hard to reach where we are. So by that time, we thought that I've come for, you know, to do the odd job, but where am I focusing? Am I focusing on the job, on a big dream? Am I focusing on working on something different, or I want to be where I am, or I want to stay where I am? The fact is, you have to work hard, and as luck comes within. Yeah, because most of the people, they think, this one has gotten a chance, or you know, luck doesn't come to someone who doesn't work hard.
That's true.
You have to work hard to get where you're going. That's the fact.
So the sayings of, because we have so many people here who have degrees, that's for a fact. So many Ugandans who have degrees, but they're doing ordinary jobs. So because at times people tend to think that jobs like being a managing director of a certain company, it's left for the Indians and the Asians and the so. So do you think that it's more about believing in yourself, or because the nature of how we operate here also dictates? You find that there are less Africans who are in managerial positions like you are. And at times, the guys who are on this side tend to think that you guys who are in those positions, you're lucky. Do you think it is your hard work, or you think it is by luck that you're in this position right now?
To be sincere, it is hard work. Education is good. As long as you're educated, it's good. It gives you a way, like you're enlightened, you have light. You have light on whatever you're doing. Because whatever comes in, there is internet, you have to read, although the level of education, it doesn't matter when it comes to business. You can be educated to a lower level, but you have a higher understanding in terms of business, so you achieve your position as a managing director. But you can have higher level, you can be at a higher level of education, but if you're not focused in terms of business, you will not reach where your business expectations, where you want them to be. But this, I may say, it doesn't mean it's only the business people who are rich. Also, the professionals can be rich.
That's true.
You know, and being a businessman doesn't mean that you're rich. It means you are pursuing your dream, or you're working on something that you love and what you need. And at the same time, what I may advise people, they think that being employed, it's like I can go to office anytime I need, or I can relax. Guys, you must know that you have a lot to input in what you started. And you have to put more efforts, so that you maintain your standard. You maintain your standard, as in you can maintain your standard, or you can grow higher, as into where you're going. Okay.
So we've seen you're working with the Hub Show and you're working with Instant Cash. So how do you come up with a vision of having Speed Express?
One, I looked at the needs.
Okay.
You first check the demands of your community. Coming from Uganda, I saw there was a demand for visas.
Okay.
Visas, to get a visa, it would mean that we have to go to other vendors, and of which actually it would be like a process and a chain, from this one to this one, from this one to this one. And we found that it's only the Asians who were monopolizing in the market.
Okay.
So I sat and saw, can't my Ugandan community, can't my African community also access these services through an African? Are these races special? So that's how I came up with an idea to work on it. And at the same time, I looked at Ugandans living in UAE. They have a demand.
Okay.
They need to keep money in the banks. They need to open bank accounts. How are they going to access this service? So when I was working with the exchange, I made sure that let me have this service. I bring this service from home and bring it near
to the people,
to the community, Ugandan community. When it comes to tours, when it comes to holiday packages, when it comes to air tickets, that's how I came up with an idea so that we can serve the whole community. And that's how I came up with the idea that it's not only the color that serves, one color that serves all.
Okay.
Also, blacks can own properties, can own companies, and guys, it's open. Here UAE, it's a world of open opportunities. Whatever you want to be, you can be, as long as you strive for it. If I may talk more about Speed Express, I can give you a range of services that we are offering. We are doing visas.
Okay.
Yeah. We are doing air tickets. We are doing holiday packages, like we have more people coming from Uganda, from these Asian countries, other Arab countries, from Europe. They come here and have holidays. So we also can take care of that. We also do hotels whenever someone needs hotel bookings, we do. And for the only Ugandans, we open their accounts. We link them with, we partnered with Equity Bank.
Okay.
So it's the one that we're using it's the one that we partnered with, so that it gives services to the Ugandan community. They give loans, they open bank accounts, they do follow-ups. So that's what Speed Express does. To you, all the community, the Ugandan community, plus the African community, plus the Asian community, I appeal to you and inform you that these services are open for everyone. For everyone. Air ticket, it's open for everyone. Visas, we only do UAE visas. When it comes to holiday packages, we have the best service, I may say. Because I have seen most of the guys that have been asking about us, that's actually, I came out like the ones who know Vibes UAG. I've been seeing some inquiries, even watching on your YouTube channel, plus your Facebook channel, your Facebook account. We've been seeing all the inquiries. So I would like to inform everyone who is watching this this conversation, please, Speed Express, we have 3 branches and we are opening more. In Abu Dhabi, it's our main headquarters. It's next to ADCB.
Okay.
Next to ADCB, where there is Coop Supermarket building. Second floor, office 204. That's where our headquarters is. And then we have a branch here, one of the beautiful branches here in Dubai. It's on a prime location next to, actually it is opposite, it's Deira Tower, opposite Bania Square. Second floor, office 202. Then we have a branch in Uganda. It's on Lumumba Avenue. It's also the Nuri. For those Ugandans who would like to use our services while they're in Uganda, you will check on our website, and at the same time, our website Speed Express Tours and Travel. Then also you can get more details.
As we are about to wind up, this is a question that most people would want to know, and it has been reacted upon quite often. And a question of, because we are on a lockdown now, people who are coming from Uganda, they are not allowed to come to UAE. As per now, we are on suspension. So guys would love to know, can someone travel from Uganda right now to UAE, and how? If you can give them a simple tip and then we close up the interview.
I must say, since last year, the tourism industry here in UAE, the tourism industry across the world, it has faced the biggest challenge.
Okay.
This COVID-19, it has driven us back, stalled all the activities that we've been having, actually hampered with each and every activity with actually mostly it has affected the tourism industry in that most of the companies have closed. I may say, as Speed Express, we have many encumbrances in terms of when it comes to such kind of situations. Uganda is locked. It has been 90% of our business is Uganda. Actually 90% is coming from Uganda. Then another percentage is coming from other countries. Locking Uganda, it has hampered our business. If I may say, Ugandans are still entering in UAE as long as they enter from other countries. Okay. Some are coming from Kenya, others are coming from Rwanda, others are coming from, if you're coming from Saudi Arabia, they can enter. Even if you're coming from Oman, those ones in Oman, they can come. Ugandans are still open, the visas is still open, we thank, and other countries are still open. Some of them have been banned so that to avoid, actually to prevent this disease from spreading. But we hope in the near future, of which maybe is next month, although not yet confirmed, all the airports will be open.
Okay.
So those are the main challenges that we are facing. And to give you more, to elaborate more about Speed Express, I must tell you that Speed Express is one of the companies that is employing more than 50 employees in UAE plus Uganda. And we call upon each and everyone who is outside there who needs maybe to earn some small income.
Okay.
Come to us, because you see, it's like at times it's like a chain. So someone might be knowing about our service, another person might not be knowing about our service.
Yeah.
So in this case, you become the agent so that you can provide our service to the ones who need it. So I encourage, let it be everyone who needs it. Let it be someone from West Africa, let it be someone from East Africa, let it be someone from India. You can also do business with us so that you can gain and get some income.
Okay, like you've heard, guys, the manager has told you.
Actually, the managing director.
The managing director has told you that visas are still open. That means you can apply for a visa and it can be given to you. Like I tell you on my page, Speed Express, the maximum time the visa can be out is two working days. But we tell you 3.
No, please. It's not 2 working days, please. It's just within hours.
Within hours?
Yes.
Yeah, like we tell them on our group, we tell them 2 working days just to give them the allowance, just in case.
The reason why we have this name as Speed Express, it's because of the services we provide.
Okay.
Guys, for Speed, we are the best.
Okay.
Just within hours, you'll get your visa. Not actually maximum 24 hours.
24 hours.
Yes.
Okay, like the manager has said, I will not add more to that. It has been a great time with a manager. Like you've had
managing director, please.
The managing director. I'm sorry because I always talk to the manager who stays here.
Yeah.
So Speed Express is the company that is going to help you in all your visas, tours, and tickets. Success stories can never be modeled. Like you've heard his story, it is incredible. He started from the sales associate, now he's the managing director. To the fellow Ugandans who are there, I want to urge you, it is possible to reach heights like you see him here. He's seated in this chair behind just because he believed in himself. So if we keep striving high and not getting stuck to one position, like you have said, being comfortable and working in the same role for over 10 years, we will get better jobs. So it is possible. We've seen one is here. He's a managing director and he's a Ugandan like us. So from me and Speed Express, we sign out and we urge you to come here for your visas. See you next time.
Thank you so much. You like our page? Our page is Speed Express, and Vibes UG is one of our main partners.
Yeah.
I may say. So stick to our pages for more updates. Guys, don't forget, don't go in overstay. Please, overstay fines. It's very expensive for you. Don't go in overstay. We have a solution for you. We will do the visa for you within hours. Abana-Uganda abakola visa. Speed Express is the only company here in UAE ekyasinze okubakolera visa. Temwerabira visa change, temwerabira obuwoyina omuntu ngali wabweru ng'oyagala ayingire, tujja mukolera visa, tumukolere ne ticket. For guys who are in Ghana, for guys who are in Rwanda, for guys in Burundi, Indians, Filipinos, guys, share this video. We gonna give you the best service. Thank you so much. I sign out.